Sang Tuan Muda Penyamar genre, romance, revenge, business, family drama, country style, Asian short drama, Chinese style web drama narrative, Indonesian title adaptation, episodes, approx 60 to 80 short episodes, episode length, 2 to 3 minutes each, platform type, mobile short drama platforms, web drama apps, target audience, fans of CEO romance, hidden identity, revenge plots. Strong male lead stories. Main theme overview. This drama revolves around identity, pride, betrayal, and redemption. A powerful young heir hides his true status to uncover the truth behind his family's downfall, while testing love, loyalty, and human greed. Main characters. 1. The disguised young master, male lead, true identity, heir of a top business empire. Public identity, poor, ordinary man with no background. Personality, calm, intelligent, patient, emotionally restrained. Strength, strategic thinking, silent dominance, emotional endurance. Weakness, trusts too deeply, hides pain behind silence. 2. Female lead. Background, kind-hearted, hard-working woman from a humble family. Personality, honest, brave, emotionally strong. Role, emotional anchor of the story. Conflict, torn between love and social pressure. 3. Arrogant rich antagonist believes money equals power, constantly humiliates the male lead. Symbol of shallow privilege. 4. Corrupt business relatives betrayed the male lead's family in the past. Fear exposure represent greed and moral decay. 5. Loyal old assistant knows the male lead's true identity, acts as guide and protector, represents loyalty and wisdom. YouTube script, Part 1, optimized for AI voice, monetization. Safe hook. What if the poorest man in the room was actually the richest person in the city? What if every insult you threw at him was slowly building your own downfall? This is not just a love story. This is a story about patience, pride, and a young master who chose to bow his head until the right moment to rise. Intro. Today, I'm explaining Sang Tuan Muda Penyamar, a dramatic, emotional, and deeply satisfying story about a man who hides his true identity to expose betrayal, test loyalty, and reclaim everything that was stolen from him. This drama is filled with humiliation scenes, slow burn revenge, unexpected romance, and powerful reversals. So sit back, because once the truth comes out, nothing will ever be the same. Story, Part 1. The story begins quietly. A young man arrives in the city with nothing but a small bag and a calm expression on his face. To everyone else, he looks poor, ordinary, and insignificant. No one knows that he is actually the sole heir of a powerful business empire that once controlled half the city's economy. Years ago, his family collapsed overnight. Not because of failure, but because of betrayal from their own blood. Relatives teamed up with outsiders, framed his father, stole company shares, and pushed the entire family into ruin. His father disappeared. His mother passed away from heartbreak. And from that day on, the young master learned one thing: power revealed too early is power easily destroyed. The disguise. Instead of fighting back immediately, he chose silence. He erased his identity, changed his name, and returned as a nobody. His goal was simple: enter the enemy's world, observe from the inside, and wait. To survive, he took low-paying jobs, endured mocking looks, and accepted humiliations that no one should endure. But behind every bowed head was a mind calculating every move. Humiliation begins at a public event. He meets the female lead for the first time. She doesn't look down on him. She doesn't mock his clothes or background. Instead, she offers kindness. That small act becomes the first crack in his emotional armor. But not everyone is kind. A rich young man publicly humiliates him, spilling drinks on him, mocking his job, and laughing while others watch. The disguised young master says nothing. He cleans himself quietly and walks away. But what no one notices is the way his eyes remain calm. Because he already knows, the louder people humiliate you, the more afraid they are. of losing power. Analysis: what makes this story work? This drama doesn't rush revenge. It builds tension slowly. The male lead is not loud. He doesn't shout or threaten. His strength lies in restraint. Every insult becomes evidence. Every humiliation becomes leverage. And the audience knows something the characters don't: the man they step on today controls their future tomorrow. Ending OF Part 1. As the episode ends, the young master receives a message from his old assistant: the board members are moving again. They think you are still powerless. The young master looks up at the city lights and quietly replies, "Good. Let them think that. Because the game has already begun. And soon, every smile of arrogance will turn into fear." Sang Tuan Muda Penyamar story continues. Part 2. The next phase of the story begins with proximity. The disguised young master doesn't just survive in the city. He slowly positions himself closer to power. Through a low-level recommendation, he gets a job inside a mid-sized company. To everyone else, it's nothing special. But he knows something they don't. This company is secretly controlled by one of the relatives who betrayed his family years ago. The trap is slowly being set. Inside The Lions Den, inside the company, he is treated worse than anyone else. Long hours. Unfair blame. Tasks designed to make him fail. Managers insult him openly. One even says, "People like you should know your place." He listens. He nods. He accepts. But every document he touches, every meeting he overhears, he memorizes. Illegal deals. Fake contracts. Money laundering. The enemy thinks he's invisible. That is their biggest mistake. Growing closeness with the female lead. Meanwhile, the female lead re-enters his life. She works in the same building, but in a different department. She notices the way he's treated and quietly helps him. She shares food. Covers for him when he's blamed. Defends him when others gossip. She believes he is poor, but she never sees him as small. For the first time, the young master feels something dangerous. Hope. And hope is dangerous for someone planning revenge. Social pressure and doubt. The female lead's family and friends don't approve of him. They whisper. He has no future. He'll drag you down. Love doesn't pay bills. She begins to feel torn. Not because she doubts his character, but because society keeps reminding her how cruel the world is to people without power. The young master notices this. And for the first time, he considers revealing the truth. But he doesn't. Not yet. Because revealing power too early would destroy everything he's building. The antagonist strikes. The arrogant rich antagonist notices her closeness to him. Jealousy turns into cruelty. He frames the young master for a mistake that could get him fired permanently. In a public meeting, the young master is accused, shouted at, and humiliated again. Everyone waits for him to beg. He doesn't. He calmly accepts the punishment. The antagonist smirks. But behind that calm face, the young master smiles slightly. Because the document used to frame him contains a fatal flaw. And he noticed it. Analysis: silent control. This is where the drama becomes smart. The male lead never fights openly. He lets enemies think they're winning. Why? Because people reveal their worst secrets when they believe they're untouchable. Every attack against him pushes the villains one step closer to exposure. The audience starts craving one thing: the moment when silence turns into dominance. Emotional turning point that night, the female lead finds him alone, working under dim office